Hello, today we're going to have a look at sketching a parabola by completing the square and putting into this form of y equals a outside of x minus h all squared plus k form. Because in this form, we can actually easily identify the vertex of the actual parabola. So let's see how we go. The vertex actually in this case here would be positive h and k. So it's important to recognize that it's actually a minus in the brackets there because that does impact the answer. So here, let's complete the square on this very first example. I've got y equals x squared plus 6x plus 5. So here what I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to go y equals x squared plus, now I've got 6x. So what I need to do is I often have to look at the coefficient of the x to the power of 1 or just the normal x, and I halve that coefficient, so the number out the front. So here I'm going to have 3. I'm going to have to add that squared, okay? And then I'm also going to have to subtract that as well. So because when I add and subtract, that's actually going to have a value of 0. I'm actually not changing this equation. I'm just changing the way it looks. So here, finishing this off, I'll have plus 5 and minus 3 squared. Okay, so that means that I could actually factorize this into this. X plus 3 all squared. Okay, and then I have plus 5 minus 9. But plus 5 minus 9 is minus 4. Okay, so here I've got it in the form that I actually wanted from the beginning up here, where a here would be just 1, okay, because I don't have a number there. I could see that my h is, well, here I've got plus 3, and in my actual form I've got minus 3. So to get plus 3, the h would actually have to be minus 3, okay? So the vertex, okay, would be minus 3, and then k here, I have a plus k there, but a negative k here, so that would be negative 4. All right, so now I'm going to follow the same process that I normally do. I'm going to find my x-intercepts. Okay, and to do that, I let y equal 0 because every x-intercept has a y-coordinate of 0, and I solve for that equation. So in this case here, I could do 0 is equal to x squared plus 6x plus 5. So I could go about it this way and actually do the PSF of x plus 5 and x plus 1 equals 0. So here I could see x minus 5 or x is equal to minus 1. However, because I'm trying to work mainly in this form, there's another way to do this. So if I actually let y equal 0 in that form there, so I have 0 is equal to x plus 3 all squared minus 4, and I solved it this way. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I'll get 4 is equal to x plus 3 all squared. And let's see if we get the same answers over here that we did there. I'm going to take the square root of both sides and take the positive and negative solution. So I get plus or minus 2 is equal to x plus 3. Now I'm going to subtract 3 to both sides. So I'll get x is equal to minus 3 plus or minus 2. So let's look at both solutions. So in the positive solution, when I'm plussing 2, I get minus 3 plus 2, so x would equal to negative 1. And we got that over here, okay? Now, let's look at the negative solution. So if I had x is equal to minus 3 minus 2, okay, so this would be minus 5, okay, which you can see there. So I get the same answers two totally different ways, and that's okay. So here I'm going to plot all these points now on the graph. So negative 1, negative 5, and I said my vertex was negative 3 and negative 4. Okay, not to scale. I do need to find my y-intercept now, so I might do that over here. So for the y-intercept, okay, I'm going to let x equal 0 because the y-intercept will always have an x-coordinate of 0. That's why we sub that in. So I'll have y is equal to, and I'm going to use this form here, okay, because that's what we're really trying to do in this type of scenario. So I'll go 0 plus 3 all squared minus 4, so that'll be positive 9 minus 4, so y here will be 5. So I'm going to have a y-intercept of 5. Alright, so the hardest part here is to sketch this. Okay, and we need to make sure that we actually label the equation, and you should always label it with what was given at the start. Okay, going to make sure I put in the coordinates of all the key points. So in this case here, I said this was 0, 5. Okay, the x-intercept over here is negative 1, 0. The vertex was negative 3, negative 4. And the other x-intercept is negative 5 and 0. Alright, fantastic. So that's one way on how to sketch a parabola by putting it into this form up here. Okay, and that form really indicates very nicely the vertex of the parabola. Alright, so awesome. Good luck with practicing this yourself.